to Reddit Friday. Oh, this is going to be so nice. All right. So we're starting off with Am I the A-hole, which you know what Am I the A-hole stories are. And we're going to start off with one that is red, not the A-hole. Let's see if it lives up to that expectation for me. Am I the A-hole for telling my sister she needs to name her baby? She needs to name her baby like he will grow up and not give a cool baby name and not give him a cool baby name. He will grow up and not give him a cool baby name. My sister is obsessed with the show Yellowstone. Her husband is willing to do anything to make her happy. They want to name their baby Cowboy. Weird. I know I should have kept my mouth shut. It's not a circus or my monkey. It's not my circus or my monkey. I just know it's the absolute shit that kid will go through. So I told her to consider that she was naming a person who will eventually become an adult. Or our mom and dad at least had the decency to only give me Danger as my middle name. Yes, I've seen the movie. She thinks I'm an a-hole for calling her name stupid. I think I'm trying to save him from a lifetime of bullying until he legally changes his name. Yeah, not the a-hole. But let's go back and let's do another one. I don't want this video to be too short, so we're just gonna read like multiple, probably like petty revenge stories too. And maybe one more. And maybe one more Am I the A-hole? But we'll see. Alright, so here's one. Here's a petty revenge story. Treat your employee like crap? Okay, I'll hire her. Ooh, this sounds good. Alright, my bookkeeper reminded me of this now that she's retiring. I forgot how she came to work for us. She made our mother hen and an office fixture so long I forgot. Close to 25 years ago, I was estimating quoting a metal working job, factory expansion job, about 100 miles from my home/shop. The owner was berating a fairly young bookkeeper about how a computer glitch was her fault. And using completely inappropriate language. When we went to the job site, he explained how she only had a local college degree in bookkeeping and business. And if he didn't keep her on the back foot, she want a raise and benefits, and mentioned she had to keep the job because she was a single mother. Ow! Wow, that hurts personally. We cut steel, installed it, so I saw this girl cry, work through lunch, and be the last one to leave her department, etc. That poor woman! Don't think I did anything that wasn't goal-oriented for me/my business. We had serious issues with taxes and compliance at the time. My girlfriend went to the job site with me, sit with this girl, young lady, and slip her business card, not knowing if she would move from a city to the country, etc. She had worked there 5 years, got no raise, or benefits in 5 years, desperately wanted another job, but knew the boss/owner would kill her job reference since she saw him do it before. Abusing power. My wife rented her a little place for cheap. She started with us and entangled the last 3 years of mess in about 3 months. Good job for her! For the first time ever, the monthly reports were on time and the taxes paperwork were done on time. She didn't mess up anything! Who oh my god, I'm so happy for her. Even managed to talk to IRS/state venues out of most of the fines and penalties. Oh, she is just sweet. She quickly became my girl Friday since she killed problems in minutes that had plagued me for years. Actual education experience, along with being sharp as a tack. She met her husband here, had her wedding lakeside here. They built a house, they had 2 more kids, and spent 25 years working here. Hi, Grand Poobah of the office, killer of paperwork dragons. Aww. And she and my wife have become great friends since they both lived city lives at one point, and we are all country folks. Although I kept a professional distance, Although I kept my professional distance, so I was quite surprised when she broke down in tears at her retirement get-together, saying she owed her entire life to us. Well, no, she doesn't. I was more than willing to throw money at the paperwork monsters to get the tax/compliance people off my ass. She saved the company. Mala employee, wonderful wife, great mom, and all-around good person. She doesn't owe us anything. Sorry, I'm very much like, I stutter a lot. She doesn't owe us anything. She earned everything she worked hard to get. It's my good fortune to have been the right place at the right time, in the right place at the right time, and the right time in her life. I'm sure with her intelligence, willingness to work and learn, she would have done well once she got away from that a-hole. The revenge! Ooh, here comes the revenge. Or the revenge explained. I knew the customer I porched her from the revenge. All right. I knew the customer I porched her from got into all kinds of tax employee play and state federal regularization problems about 6 months after she left. But I just found out when working with the state/federal taxes people, she leaked about his shady his shady dealings when we dealt with the labor regulations. She leaked about his shady dealings and so on. She knew exactly where to point the investigators, and they didn't disappoint. I've seen her use the innocent, my last employer did this way, or my boss is going to be very angry I messed this up, when talking people out of fines or penalties from back when she didn't even work here. So thinking about it, I know how she worked into the conversation without actually snitching, and they ran off foaming at the mouth and left us alone. Sly girl, but our sly girl. He lost the company inside of 18 months of her being here. It's still there and producing, just under entirely new owners and management. Don't screw with people cooking your books. She, by the way, got us through from every every audit from everybody/agency. Even a super audit from the IRS about 7 years ago, and got complimented from the auditors about how organized and efficient she was and how pleasant she was to work with. She said it was easy when we followed the rules. You know, the rules I didn't know about or understand. The rules I didn't know about or understand. My eyes bulged at the mention of taxes and easy in the same sentence. Good for that girl. She got out of that situation. All right, let's get into more petty revenge stories. I really actually love digging into petty revenge. Ooh. So let's see. What can we go? All right. You gate crashed my friend's wedding. I gate crashed your pictures. Oh! This is crazy. All right. I want to see this. You gate crashed my friend's wedding. I gate crashed your pictures. Oh, this is gonna be nice. Oh, by the way, look at the computer. It's gonna be filled with more stickers sooner or later. I'm gonna get more stickers on it. But bi flag because I support bisexuality, and some more, and like some nice little textured stickers, like some hearts and everything, some cools, literally. Also a magical sticker, a sticker with headphones and stuff, and then a sticker that has like a little smiley face. So let's get started. All right. I'm literally just talking about the stickers. But let's kind of like move the camera down a little bit so y'all can see me and my computer. Now that's better. All right. Let's get started. All right. So, you gate crashed my friend's wedding. I gate crashed your pictures. This happened at my friend's wedding a couple of years ago. The wedding was your typical big fat Indian wedding spread over a week. It was taking place in a small town with a lot of ancient temples and buildings. The wedding was being held in one of the largest hotels in town. There were a bunch of foreign tourists in the same hotel as us, and they were pretty taken with all of the wedding decorations and clothes. They were polite and respectful. They asked us questions in passing and take permission before clicking any pictures. Now, on the morning of the wedding, another foreign couple, 50s, 60s, checked in. They spent the afternoon taking pictures of each other with all the wedding decorations. They walked into the wedding area while it was being decorated, and even stepped onto the wedding platforms before being asked to leave by the wedding planner. In the event, they took it even further. The man's t-shirts and shorts and the woman's sleeveless top and shorts followed the groom's wedding procession closely. They had their cameras out and they were taking pictures and videos of everything. They came in the way enough times that the wedding photographers / planners had to ask them to step aside regularly. The bride and groom's parents were a little traditional and didn't believe in turning guests away. Neither did they want any drama / gossip, so we were told not to kick them out. Instead, we roped in all the kids, and someone or the other always walked into one of their pictures with a rude gesture or funny face. It became a fun little game for the kids towards the end. They weren't being very subtle. Oh, I love kids. They'll literally do whatever you want. Oh my god, look at my pretty nails. I'm very distracted. So, oh my god. All right, let me remember this again. What did the kids do? All right. So, instead, we roped in all the kids, and someone or the other always walked into every one of their pictures with a rude gesture or a funny face. Oh, no, that's funny. It became a fun little game for the kids towards the end. They weren't being very subtle. Sometimes I laughed when I imagined them back home showing their friends pictures of the authentic Indian wedding they attended, and it was full of adults and children giving them the finger. Love that! I love that! Oh my god, and OP gave us like a little bit of update. Alright, unless they're just like them. It's been almost 4 years since the wedding, and we still joke about it. So it's been 4 years since that wedding. Oh my god! Oh, oh my god, that's so funny though. Alright, let's see if I can find another good Am I the A-hole? Because I really actually do okay, I can also ask for like Am I the Jerk ones. Am I the Jerk ones are also like Am I the A-hole ones. So it's pretty great. Alright, let me uncross my legs. It was very uncomfortable to sit on my feet. Alright. So Let me see if I can find one that's pretty good. Oh, this is the one I was actually going to read before I accidentally reset it. So, am I the a-hole for demolishing my daughter's room after she moved out? Were they ruled an a-hole? Were they? I don't know. We're probably going to rule them an a-hole or something. My 18-year-old... Okay, so am I the a-hole for demolishing my daughter's room after she moved out? My 18-year-old daughter, Meg, is in college. She moved in with her boyfriend a few months ago, which left her old bedroom empty. Her bedrooms used to be right next to our tiny living room. To make our tiny living room into a normal-sized living room, we knocked out my daughter room walls, refloored and the space, and fixed the walls. Now it looks like the bedroom was never there, and we have a spacious living room. When my daughter came home to visit and saw her room was gone, she made a huge deal about it. She got all emotional and said we never wanted to let her move back. Said if we wanted to let her move back, we should have just said so instead of completely demolishing her room. I told her that if anything happens and she needs to move back, we will welcome her and she could sleep on the couch as long as she wants. But she's accused us of wanting to get rid of her forever, and for her to never visit us since we got rid of her room so fast. Only a few months after she moved out, and we should have waited longer. Am I the a-hole for no longer with the reservations? Okay. Yeah. I agree. She is the a-hole. And here's my opinion on it. If I moved out, which my little brother and I have literally had our differences, and he wants to turn my room into a man cave. So if I literally still live there, and once I move out, he's going to turn my room into a man cave, and I keep telling him, no, you're not turning my room into that. He's not turning my room into that. He's not turning my room into a man cave. And I'm very emotional about my room, because my room, I've literally had so many rooms the past few years, and my room right now that I live in is my favorite room because it's literally right across to the living room, so literally I can go straight to the living room. And if you come out of my door, because my door is the first door you come to. The first door you come to of the rooms is my door. My mom's is at the way end of the hall. My brother's is across from the bathroom. So if he wants to get up and go to the bathroom in the middle of the night, he can literally just go across the hall. Mine is diagonal to the bathroom. And mine is the first door. So you literally just go straight down the hallway, and then my door is the first. And if my room got demolished, sorry, I had to pause it for a second. My family was up here, so I didn't want to be interrupted. All right, where was I? All right, my explanation. If somebody tore down my room, I would cry too, because that's a big decision, and you didn't tell her. And you only waited a few months. You could have waited a little bit longer to tell her that you were going to tear down the room. That's a big decision, and you didn't tell your daughter. That's communication. And it's really bad when you don't tell your daughter. So yeah. Sorry, I paused it again. I thought somebody was coming up here. So, yeah. So yeah. That's just a ball, I think. And yeah, that's why I think. But also, ooh, okay. Okay, there's two of them that I'm going to read. And these are going to probably be funny. So, which one should I read first? All right, am I the a-hole for telling my sister she knew what she was signing up for after she named my late nephew after our grandfather. My late nephew after our grandfather. Am I the a-hole for yelling at my sister? Yelling at my sister was marrying my ex-husband. All right. Let's start with the one that was marrying your ex-husband. That's gonna be. Oh, that's so much. All right, that's so much to unpack. All right. So am I the a-hole for yelling at my sister? At my sister was marrying my ex-husband. So my ex-husband, who I will call Mike, fake name, and I started dating on the first year of high school. The relationship was incredibly toxic, but due to social pressure, we were both from a very conservative community in Texas. But the relationship was incredibly toxic. But due to social pressure, we were both from a very conservative community in Texas. After high school, we ended up getting married. While I don't wish Mike an ill will, the relationship was awful. It was clear we both had lost feelings for each other. After we cheated on each other numerous times and counseling failed us, we divorced. There were no hard feelings, and this was only 1.5 years later, mind you. And then Mike transferred to a school on the East Coast. A year later, my little sister got admitted into an equally great school in the same state as Mike. Now, at the time, this just didn't register in my brain, but the schools were incredibly close to each other. I moved on in my life, and soon I got into my current loving relationship with my current boyfriend. Eventually, my parents came around to accept him, and we all moved on with our lives. Then 5 years passed, and last week, on my father's birthday, when, like always, we all call home. This is, however, my sister brought her longtime boyfriend who none had seen or knew anything about, but all of us knew existed. Mike, certification, I did not know. Mike, clarification, I did not know it was my ex-husband. All I knew is she had been dating someone for a long time. She brought my ex-husband to my father's birthday party. And worst of all, she did it because they were engaged. I kid you not. I want to puke when I saw this. What? What? Yo. That is nuts. That is nuts. It took me an hour to register what the hell was happening. As soon as it did, though, I just started yelling at my sister. The whole thing just came crashing down upon me, and I was furious. The whole event got so bad that my sister left the party and went to a hotel until her flight the next day. While my parents supported me, but my boyfriend was distraught. So, soon as we left, on the ride back, he didn't just say anything. When I finally pried something out of him, he just said, why did you do all that back there? Do you still have feelings for Mike? After an hour explanation, he eventually said, then what was the point of that all? It's been 5 years since you two dated. Your sister's all grown up, is a grown adult. Then I told friends, and they were also split. Half of them supported me, and half of them supported my boyfriend. Edit. I did manage to show him my perspective eventually. We're fine. Don't worry. It isn't about Mike. He understands it's about my sister. With all this information, am I the a-hole? First edit. I changed it from saying that he cheated on me 4 times to we both cheated on each other. I was giving my perspective, but yes, he cheated on me as well. That is why the relationship was so toxic. Second edit, I care because it's It's a betrayal of my trust in my sister. She knew him the whole time we were married. He came to our house, and yet you still go on and date him to now marry him? What the fuck? Oh, you're not the a-hole. Oh my god, this is a very interesting post. The voting guide here. Ooh, let me vote on this. Let me vote. I'm gonna vote on this one. Okay. I want to vote. Can I at least vote now? Oh my god. This is amazing. Yeah, not the a-hole. So, not the a-hole. Yeah, he's not the a-hole. Alright, now, am I the a-hole for telling my sister she knew what she was signing up for after she named my late nephew after our grandfather? This one is also interesting. Alright. So, am I the a-hole for telling my sister she knew what she signed up for after she named my late nephew after our grandfather? My sister, 35, was 25. She gave birth to my nephew who passed away soon after birth. Until that moment, she wanted to name him Dylan. However, after he passed away, no, let me reread this. I'm sorry. Oh, this is taken up. All right, so when my sister was 35, when my sister 35 was 25, she gave birth to my nephew who passed away soon after birth. Until that moment, she wanted to name him Dylan. However, after he passed away, she named him after our late grandfather, Theodore. As in, my late nephew passed away, he was Dylan, but after he did, he was Theodore. She didn't write a name in the birth certificate because in our culture, we only fill that name after a ceremony. When she told me what she did, I told her she should change it because my cousins, and I had planned to name our children after him. And we made it clear ages ago that no matter what happens, we'll stick with it. We'll stick to it. However, we all agreed to wait 5 years before naming our future kids. Theodore, out of respect for my 5 years, naming our future kids. Theodore, out of respect for my late nephew. My youngest cousin gave birth 3 months ago. She had a son who she named Theodore. When the rest of the family heard, they started yelling at her and calling her names. My sister called me sobbing and saying calling my youngest cousin every horrible name under the sun. I told her the same thing. I said, in the title now, everyone is also upset at me. The only people in my side are my 4 cousins, but I feel guilty and I feel that I could handle it better. Am I the a-hole? Forgot to add, the reason why our grandfather's name is so special to us is because he raised the above mentioned 4 cousins after my aunt and uncle passed away. And me after my family kicked me out when I was 14 because I was gay. He was 70 and he basically raised 4 kids and later me till we were adults. My sister was not at all close with my gramps. She didn't even attend his funeral. Edit. Only one of the kids between the 5 of us is going to be called Theodore. Sis named her second son Dylan, which is the same name late nephew had. I told her to change it because I knew as soon as someone named their kid Theo, she would throw a temper tantrum. I knew she wouldn't listen. Oh my God. Well, I think that's the last story because we're getting close on 30 minutes. So it's been half an hour. So I guess it's been 30 minutes. So half an hour. So I guess this is the end of our first episode of Reddit Friday. Coming more as soon as I can get the next one. So next week, next Friday. I will be doing the same thing. But if I'm on the phone with my boyfriend, that's going to be even more fun. We're both going to put our opinions on there. But for me, here's what I say. She should have named the kid Dylan. She should have named the kid Dylan and just stick with it. But at the same time, she knew what she was getting into. And I still don't know. It's still a lot. But we got it. I guess so. So I will see you guys later. It's now 31. It's now a half an hour and 1 minute. So I'm done. I will see you guys later. Hopefully I get a good thumbnail. But yeah, well, we're gonna have a good thumbnail. Let's just say. But I'm stalling. I'll see you guys later. Bye. And come back for next Reddit Friday.